G'day, Simon here, Explosive Action, and I am back with a slightly different video this time. Yesterday I came into possession of half a video store. Well, maybe I'm exaggerating a bit, but I got a whole bunch of stuff from a video store that shut down many years ago. Let's take a look at it all. So you can see here, this is the pile of stuff that I accumulated yesterday. It's a whole bunch of posters, some folders that we'll get to, a couple of books and some wall hanging things, some merchandise, things used in a video store as well, and a few bonus items we'll get to at the end. Now there's a lot of posters and I've curated the best ones into this pile here, and the first one here is definitely going on a wall. I think this has just been ripped out of a magazine, but I can't say no to a VHS promo for Cyber Tracker 2. Absolutely fantastic. It's definitely going to go on a wall somewhere, and on the back it's got an ad for Heavy Metal the movie, but man, I can't say no to Cyber Tracker 2, so that's awesome. Remember when X-Files was coming out on VHS and they put the unanswered file as the first release? Well, here's the promo for it. Obviously it's been clipped out of something, but this is telling you that it's a guaranteed rental and sell-through success and all kinds of things. Winner of 1995 Golden Globe Award, and all kinds of stuff about how you should market it. So yeah, $18.95 for this wholesale price. Kind of cheap really for what tapes used to cost back in the day. A bunch of posters here, some are bigger. This one made me laugh. This is the Chicken Park poster. None of this stuff has ever been hung up, so everything's kind of new. So yeah, Chicken Park. Got Dead Man here with Johnny Depp. I won't unfold that one. City of Lost Children, some kind of little booklet thing telling you all about special effects in the film, and when it's coming out in cinemas, it looks like, so a bit of a promotional piece. These are all sort of one sheets. I love the Chuck Norris one here, Road to Vengeance. I don't think I've even seen this film, and I'm wondering if it's got another title, but you know, Canon Pictures. Wonder if this is something like what was it, Hellborn or something? I can't remember the exact name of that film. I wonder if it's another name for that. But anyway, Road to Vengeance. Got to check that one out actually. Got a pretty cool poster here of The Arrival. This film's okay. I enjoyed it the one time I saw it, but Charlie Sheen's a bit of a Charlie Sheen, so what are you going to do? Kurt Russell and Mr. Steven Seagal, Executive Decision. I like how they say there, Steven Seagal as Colonel Travis. Like he has to get his character's name there. Fantastic. Executive Decision. One I've not seen here, Martial Law, and this is Jimmy Smits, and Christ, I'm seeing a lot of Brandon Lee in that face. Is it just me? I don't know, that's what I see here. Martial Law, Justice Has a New Name. Rated R on MGM. We get Heat with Al Pacino and De Niro. Species, starring the chick from Species. This one, Tyson, I've never even heard of that, but got some damn faces there in the background. We know there's some George C. Scott, so maybe that's a fun film, I have no idea. Under Siege 2, a bit more Steven Seagal. This is the kind of thing I might find a very small space on the wall and hang up. Tank Girl, I saw this in the cinema. Quite a strange film, but I've never felt the need to watch it again. I don't know if I should. If you've seen Tank Girl recently, let me know if it's still fun. These are interesting. These Batman ones, all from Batman Forever, some kind of series. And it's not a thing that I really need in my life, but there you go. Val Kilmer as Batman, and oh god, Jim Carrey, he can just get stuffed. Now we got the Outer Limits Sand Kings. Must be some kind of Outer Limits TV film. Not familiar with that one, but looks kind of cool. Stallone and Banderas here as assassins. Fun film. Clive Barker's Lord of Illusions. Saw this in the cinema, and I was definitely not mature enough to sit through this when I was like 17. Me and my friends nearly got booted out from causing a ruckus of that film. Razor, Schwarzenegger, good fun. Latter Day Arnie, that one. Glimmer Man, Steven Seagal. Definitely on the way out in the cinema at this point. He's starting to prepare for his direct-to-video debut. Here's a cool Van Damme one, which is not one of his greatest films, but it's not a bad poster. The one for The Quest. So there we go there. Coming soon. Next up we got a small one of Die Hard with a Vengeance. Trust me guys, duck! I love this film, and it's such a small little poster. I'm definitely going to find a place to put that one up. So there you go. Nothing on the other side. A lot of times these things are double-sided. Lethal Weapon 4, I saw that in the cinema as part of a school expedition. Being rated M, they could get pretty much all of the year 10s, 11s and 12s allowed to go see it. So yeah, I went and saw Lethal Weapon 4 with the school. All my schoolmates and the teachers, we thought it was a whale of a time. Fire Down Below, more Steven Seagal. Big head on a poster there. Don't know what this one is. Perfect Murder with Michael Douglas and Gwyneth Paltrow. Viggo Mortensen looking quite young. But yeah, not familiar with that film. Another AMI with Two for Texas. And then we've got the terrible remake of Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. And yeah, we start getting into some lesser films at this point. But you know, a bit of Danny Glover, Buffalo Soldiers. Never seen that one. Glory and Honor. Dirty Work, more Lethal Weapon. Yeah, and it starts to get into a few not so great films. Oh, but there's the Mars Attacks. I should have put that one on top. Vegas Vacation, Sphere. So yeah, all kinds of cool posters, and then also ones like Man in the Iron Mask. Got a big sticker here for From Hell. This is actually quite a large one. Never been used, but it's looking a little bit water damaged. Yeah, I'm not sure where I would want to stick a big sticker for From Hell, but there you go. I think you're supposed to put it on maybe the window out the front of the video store. I guess that was probably what the purpose was. We've got a big card here for Spirited Away. Really nice looking artwork on that one. Again, not sure what the use scenario is for something like this big card. I guess sticky tape that to the window. And this one, I'm just kind of perplexed by what's going on here. This is the Star Video When Comedy Was King VHS. And it's been mounted in this, almost looks like an unfolded version of a clamshell case. It's made of the same material. So yeah, really kind of strange whatever's going on here. Here's a kind of cool thing. This is Dragon Heart, and it's like a plasticky, foamy kind of thing. It's got stickers to attach it. It's the kind of thing I could stick above a door perhaps. There you go, Dragon Heart. You will believe on video. 4th of July, reserve your copy now. But a little bit more interesting than Dragon Heart is this guy here. It's a standee of Mel Gibson's Ransom. Another one I saw in cinema and I remember nothing about because I've not seen it again. Saw it way back in the day. So on one side you get Mel Gibson being Mel Gibson. If we have a look in here, you see it's got an instruction sheet. Take it out of the bag. And I can pretty safely say that I don't think this has ever been used. So we get instructions on how you create this mobile by popping it all together. And you get all these different 3D Mel Gibsons or having a bit of a party here. And you line them all up and yeah, you get a 3D Ransom poster. So I guess that's kind of a novelty. Speaking of novelties, we'll take a look at some of these smaller ones. I've got an absolute ton of these Matrix Reloaded lenticular postcards, so I kind of feel like mailing them out to everybody. May 2003 this was coming out, so this is pretty much around about the newest thing in this pile of junk, pile of collectibles that I got from the video store. There's probably only one thing that's newer than that, and that is this giant pile of Fast and Furious. So it comes up here. Come on, focus. Doesn't seem to want to focus. Too Fast, Too Furious embossed steering wheel things from Universal. We'll try another one, see if I can make it focus. There we go. Too Fast, Too Furious. Quite a heavy piece. It's like a key ring, I think. That piece probably comes off. And on the back there you get copyright 2003 from Universal. So yeah, 2003 seems to be about the newest stuff in this pile. I quite like the simplicity of this Event Horizon pin. If I ever do get around to making a metal battle jacket, I'm going to be putting this Event Horizon pin on it. As for this Broken Arrow keyring, I think I might just use it right now. Prepare to go ballistic. The Simpsons, they're back. In Tarzo form. How about a set of Dracula 2000 fake vampire teeth? I want to suck this film. Wonder if my local Macca's will still accept this small French fries voucher. Maybe not. There's a bunch of stuff here used just for operating a video store. All these cool stickers the kind of things that I spend a lot of time trying to take off my videos. But here's the sheets that they used to use. We got Western, comedy, thriller, and some action down here at the bottom. No horrors. I don't know where they all went. Probably all got used. And these are kind of cool. These are the network video due back sleeves. So this would have been put inside the VHS and then potentially the DVDs and been inserted into the cover. So if something was a overnight rental on a Thursday, then they would slip in the due back Friday. Different colors, due back Saturday, due back Wednesday, so on and so forth. So massive pile of these. If I ever do lend out my DVDs to anybody, then I will definitely be putting these in them. So before my video store turned into a network video, it was a top video. There was a whole chain of those, and this is an entire ream of top video stickers. So I'm not too sure what these were used for. Probably just to put on the center of a DVD. I have a feeling that's what these are actually, the rings for a DVD, and because it does have the little inner circle here punched out, and you probably can't see it very well, but yes, maybe this was the case. You would put them on the center of the DVD and scan the barcode. And perhaps each barcode is a different number. Yes, S1821, S1281, S1280, and so on. So I guess that's the scenario here. You would stick these in the DVD and beep, you'd know what was being rented out. It's one of the smallest pieces here that gives me the most enjoyment, a top video rental card. This is really, really cool. Has all the important information here about what to do with a tape. If they're damaged, they have to be paid for. And you must return to the point of hire and, importantly, rewind. And this very cheerful message to all Top Video members, wishing you and your families a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And it just comes with a whole pile of colourful sheets of paper. I've checked them, there's nothing on them, it's just the front sheet here. Reach for the Stars with Warner Brothers and MGM UA, September-December 1996 sell-through planner. So this is all the stuff that you could I guess actually sell in the shop, not rent out, but these are the ones, and he's flagged the ones he wanted to get at the time. Order through these. Reach for the Stars price list. So yeah, a couple of things here. He wanted to get 2 copies of Free Willy, which makes sense because it was very popular. Little Giants, oh, Lolita. Yep, oh, here we go. This one looks interesting. We've got 10 copies of A Little Princess. I guess we were expecting lots of those ones. And he wants all of the Warner Brothers cartoons there. Very smart man. Looks like maybe they had a price discount, $11.21 instead of $14.96. So there you go, maybe you did some wheeling and dealing. And then in here we get kind of cool little book here. It's cut out, shows the logos as you turn. Talking about all the films coming out. Babylon 5. So in 1996 we're still firmly in VHS land. Oh dear. Well, there's those cartoon ones. Not sure what's happened here. I guess that's intentional. Maybe you cut out the ones you want and post it away. I guess that is. Oh dear. Very stuck together. These look like stickers I could probably peel out and use if I wanted to. There's some Babylon 5. Oh, very cool. Poltergeist, Salem's Lot, and a Return to Salem's Lot. New release. Shock values. Some 007 box sets there, Free Willy 1 and 2 double pack, and this is a bit stuck together on the end here. Oof. There's the chick from Species again, more Assassins, 007, and very nice, all of the Bond films priced to sell in new packaging. Well, it wouldn't be a video store without some crappy merchandise, and this looks to be a backpack for lifesavers. Definitely never used, kid-sized backpack, so yeah, maybe it'll get use around here when the kid goes on his school excursions or something. It's in the Lifesavers colours. Kind of neat, never been used. And I am very, very tempted to inflate this Kit Kat branded Olympics kickboxing kangaroo, boxing kangaroo. Yeah, it's definitely It's definitely a thing, isn't it? So I've spent a bit of time showing some funny knickknacks, but there's some genuinely good guides here. And the first ones we've got are commercial books. Leonard Maltin's 2008 movie guide, which is lots of small print, so he could look up anything he wanted to know about a film. I guess if somebody wanted to know about Black Mask, you could get some information about it, and then if Leonard Maltin thought it was any good. So that's a pretty cool one, but I like this one better, the Video Movie Guide from 1996. Mick Martin and Marsha Porter, cross-indexed by title, director and star, rates more than 16,000 films on video. So yeah, if it's a movie and it was available, I think it's been reviewed here. I wonder how far this sinks down. Horror, foreign language. Here's the action section, and yes indeed, he's reviewed Strike Commando. A Vietnam vet goes behind enemy lines. That's it? He's given it a turkey. You bastard. This is a neat one, the Buena Vista Sell-Through Sales Presenter, and all the different companies that they represent: Walt Disney, Touchstone, Hollywood, Jim Henson, Miramax, all kinds of big things. And it comes in a nice little folder here, so if you take a look at the what's this? The buyer's summary. Looks like some videos coming out, a bunch of Disney cartoons, Crimson Tide, Dangerous Mind. I guess we got barcodes here. Maybe you can just scan the one you want. Oh, Better Golf with Gary Player. Oh. There's The Rock. 101 Dalmatians. Rumble in the Bronx. Of course, that was the cut Miramax version. Distinguished Gentleman and The Rock's the Cradle. Stakeout and another Stakeout. Another Stakeout's one I see everywhere, but you never see the first Stakeout around in the shops anymore. All kinds of Mickey Mouse stuff. So we'll just take a bit of a flick through to the price list here. Let's see what these things were worth. Live action movies, Disney, Pooh Playtime. Yep, all kinds of stuff here. 1996, 1997. Stocking up. So what do we got here? The January titles. Well, nothing in there. February titles. So who knows how this thing was reorganized over the years. March, Fox and the Hound. Muppet Treasure Island. April, we get Aladdin. So not a great deal of things here that really interest me, but it is kind of cool to see this stuff anyway. Encino Man, Son-in-Law, oh dear, the Pauly Shore collection. And under here in June, oh nothing, July, August. I should perhaps reuse this as just a calendar or something, because these are really cool thick pages, but yeah, that's the end of that one. We're getting into some really interesting stuff now. This is the Network Video Goods and Services portfolio for the year 2000. This is pretty much everything to get your network video shop up and running. This is a welcome to DVD video. I mean, we're to year 2000 here. DVD in Australia is still just coming out. It's been maybe 2 years at most in the market. 2000 would have been a really good year for deciding to get a DVD player. So here we go, information about initiatives and the portfolio itself, telling you how to involve yourself in network video. Network was a franchise, I think Australian franchise. I don't think they're international. The biggest video companies in Australia in the 90s would have been Network Video, Video Easy, Civic Video. Here's some networks. And then eventually towards the end of the mid-90s to end-90s, we got Blockbuster. And when we got Blockbuster, everything changed. All the small independent shops vanished, and then eventually Blockbuster went the way of the dodo, as they say, leaving pretty much, in the end, it was just a handful of network videos that were still operating. The Video Easies they all turned into equivalent of what America has as Redbox. They all had their own versions of that. All about hanging up your signs. But we get some network t-shirts. The Civics all died, and yeah, I don't think there's any of these franchises technically left anymore. The websites for Civic, Video Easy and Network are all gone, which is all very sad. But This is a very interesting time capsule here. All the kinds of material you should be hanging up. These are the categories. Ooh, erotic, too hot to handle. This is all about DVD, videology, point of sale material. What am I going to do with that guy? Stationary options. I'll flick through this a little bit quicker. Got example of the video that you would, the cover, the fake cover that you would put over the boxes for your rental copies. So a lot of the time they didn't rent out the one copy that had the proper cover art. They would have the reproduction art, just so if somebody destroyed the art, well, they could just reel off another one. So there's one for Phoenix and My Name is Joe. I guess they're just samples. Look at this DVD stuff. Get some cleaners and things. Interesting. And in here we got a copy of Network Videos magazine for 2001. So, oh, look at that, Nokia 3210. You could club a baby seal to death with one of those things and still make an international phone call. Yeah, so this is all the stuff that's coming out. We're in a combined video, VHS and DVD times here. X-Men's coming out, Frequency's coming out. So very cool. Oh, Casper Van Dien. Amazing. Race Against Time. Oh, Guest House Paradiso. This thing is really hard to find now. If you ever find a DVD of that, hang on to it. Worth a lot of money, even though the film is nowhere near as good as the bottom series. So yeah, that's the Network magazine. Telling you about the magazine itself. This is the label order form. More order forms. So yeah, flick through some of these bits here. This is a bit about their database. And here we've got preferred suppliers. I mean, they need to buy the Coke bottles and things, don't they? Got to buy all the snacks. So here you go, the national arrangement they have with Coca-Cola Amatil. Price list for Cokes. How to display your Cokes. How to rotate the dates on the bottles. I mean, this is pretty in-depth stuff. I quite like some of these pictures at the back here. Hang on. Yeah, advertising here for an old DVD player. This is the SD5200 from Toshiba. DVD audio player. Those things did not take off. And at the same time, you can still buy a VCR from Toshiba. And it's got the Japanese writing on it. It looks like they've just taken the import version of the catalogue there. Get all your chips into the shop. Here's the wholesale price list for Smith's chips. And Video Minder? I don't remember what that is. Be Confident, Video Minder. So yeah, very interesting. And look, there's a whole page about what the digital video disc is. Yeah, and standard forms for how to order stuff. So there you go. I thought this was really quite interesting, this one, the Network Video Guidebook. And I've saved the best till last, and when I saw these ones in the 4 bags that he left behind for me, I knew exactly what this was as soon as it showed up. This is Video Source. This was a trade publication. This is the kind of folder you would have had underneath the counter so you could talk about video releases that were coming up. And firstly, let's just take a look at the amazing graphic on that thing. Video Source, huge folder. So there you go there. This is from, the folder itself is from 1986. So this is definitely in the VHS years. So this shop, as I was saying, was going from the mid 80s through to around about 2016, I think, or 2017 is when he shut up. And he shut down of his own accord when he was still making money, which was at least something. He shut down because he had to take care of his family. But the interesting thing about why he was still making money is because every other video store nearby was shutting down and he was getting all their customers. One time I went in there, he said he had a record day for new membership joins that he hadn't had in 10 years. And that was really, really cool. And we're talking, 2015 here, record day of joins for a video store. But anyway, back in the 80s, we had the Video Source, all-in-one video reporter. So we're going to take a look at some of these pages here because it's just very interesting. This is the 1989 edition. You can see that it was issued 15th of September 1989, and it tells you all about the purpose of this, which is a loose leaf filing system all about film. So we talk about abbreviations, the ratings at the time, G, PG, M and R. We're talking about the formats. Look at that, we've got Betamax, video home system cassette, which was the VHS, laser vision, 8mm. I wonder if we're going to find an 8mm in here. Stereophonic soundtrack and a high fidelity soundtrack. Wow, impressive. And yeah, these numbers here I think are the sort of the page sections of where you're going to find everything. We'll take a bit of a flick through here. This is really cool historical stuff here. This is the addresses of the video providers, the actual, the labels. So there's BBC Video. No address on that one, but Beyond, who are still around now. I don't know if they're in the same place, but there's their Croydon address. Buena Vista. There's Canon, no longer operating. Oh dear, by 1989, 1990, yeah, no longer operating. CBS Fox, they had many shops around because they were quite a large one. CIC Taft. But I loved seeing this one here. This is City Lights. They did a lot of cheap videos. They're in Kirrawee. That is a suburb very nearby me. So I looked it up on Google Maps. It's now just an industrial complex. So still very cool to see that kind of stuff. Yeah, we've got Empire Films out at Lakemba. Film Pack, they did a whole bunch of reissue stuff under Roadshow. Hollywood House, Hollywood Studios. I don't even know who Koala are. Hoyts. New Horizons, distributed by Empire Films. So there you go. K-TEL, no longer operating. Definitely at this point, K-TEL were not doing anything. Rainbow Video did a whole bunch of cheapo releases. Roadshow, big fan of Roadshow VHS, and I think they were still at that Piermont Street address for a long time. They could even still be there, I don't know. Roadshows still do exist. I'm not entirely sure. Premiere, sub-label of Roadshow. So yeah, that's all the stuff there just about the addresses. Video Classics, no longer just operating in 1990. So here we are, a bit more, an update bulletin for May 25th, 1990. I guess the idea is you got more of these each month or each quarter and filled up this giant folder in the right sections. So lots of updates. Yeah, telling you here, replace the pink pages with the enclosed pink pages. So chuck the old ones and then you have an up-to-date manual. We got some, I guess, new releases here coming out and who's got them coming out. Dirty Dancing's coming out. There you go. Gentlemen Prefer Blondes is coming out. And this is where it starts to get, I think, really the most interesting stuff. Talking about the films. So here we go. American Blue Note tells you about the film, length, the rating, and the label came out on Applause home video. And I guess this 12 months means how long it should be rented for, or maybe the window that you can rent it. I'm not too sure on that. But we're looking here at directory of titles. So the whole thing is kind of split up. This is supplementary titles. So this would have been really useful, I guess, back in the days of the video store to understand what you could get. This is a list of directory of stars, so all the actors. So, find out where Bud Abbott, all the films that he was in. So somebody phones you up or somebody walks in the shop and goes, I want an F. Murray Abraham film. And you go, oh yes sir, well we've got Amadeus. And then you go look it up on the Amadeus shelf. Hey look, I just landed on Sonny Chiba. Very cool. So yeah, this one has a lot in this particular folder about the films from an actor. So that's cool. But then this is the action adventure section. And now we're going to look at films and the tapes that they came out on. So here we are, 2020 Texas Gladiators on RCA, and I had that tape at one point, so very cool to see that kind of thing here. 36 Chamber of Shaolin came out on Thorn EMI. There you go. We've got Alley Cat here, came out on Vestron Home Video. Alan Quatermain, Lost City of Gold, came out on, very interesting here. We've got RCA, Columbia, Hoyts, who always did sort of 3 label release things, and we got Hoyts Polygram. So a year later, maybe some kind of reissue. So, Ark of the Sun God. It's even got the alternate name there of Anthony M. Dawson, starring David Warbeck, John Steiner, and that came out on K-TEL, and I also had that tape at one point. Very cool. Children's and comedy is next, but that's boring. We're going to go into the next folder here. We got drama and thriller, but we don't want to talk about that nonsense. We want the horror and sci-fi. I know what the punters want. And here we are. First cab off the rank is 3 on a Meat Hook. Box Office International. Fantastic. This is the 1989 sleeves, 976 Evil with Robert Englund. Came out on Virgin. Bronx Warriors out on RCA. 2000 Maniacs. Palace Explosive. 2000 Maniacs on Palace Explosive. Really cool. 2019 After the Fall of New York. Abominable Dr. Phibes. Alien Terror. That's a K-TEL. Another one that I had. This is such a cool time capsule, and for a video collector, of which I'm not as much as I was before, but still, I now have with me, presumably, a complete list of every VHS released in Australia up until 1989. And so if anybody, if I need to know if a certain film actually got an Australian video release, it should be in here. Here's Blood Rush on K-TEL, and I know that came on K-TEL because there's the poster. That's the K-TEL poster. So, this is such a cool thing to have. I would like to archive it at some point. Dario Argento's World of Honor, another one that was on Palace Explosive. But archiving this could be very, very difficult. So many pages of it. Haunts, Hellraiser, He Knows You're Alone, Hellfire. Just amazing stuff. Anyway, we've got the war films here. There's the war films. 633 Squadron. But here's the good stuff. The adult audience. $50,000 climax show. Hey, Abigail is back. Adult party games. Battling beauties. The art of sexual massage. Aphrodite, Babyface, Between the Sheets, Big Busted Nymphos. Oh man, this is just a catalogue of depravity. Caligula's Slaves. There's the Caligula. That tape. Wow. Caligula, directed by Tinto Brass. Roadshow. There was at least 2 editions of that. One of them was the X-rated cut that you could only get under the counter. And I think might have been withdrawn. Somebody might be able to correct me on that, but I know it's definitely coveted now if you ever try and find a copy. Deep Jaws. Oh, mercy. So anyway, very cool to have this this whole catalogue here of every VHS that was ever pretty much released in this country. So I hope you all enjoyed taking a bit of a look there through the massive pile of stuff I inherited from Video Store, particularly those last manuals there, the catalogues there from Video Source. Very cool stuff, and the network video collection there, awesome stuff. So remember, until next time, rewind.